Hi, I'm Ashley Waters with Unregular Radio, and we're here today at the Davis Square Theater for the 2012 Massachusetts Independent Film Festival. We're here today for the first day of the filming, and we're looking at seeing a good chunk of films, all ranging from about 4 minutes to 7 minutes from various directors and filmmakers. And hopefully we'll be here to get some interviews, maybe show you some clips, and just to give you an overall feel of what this festival is all about. Now let's go inside and check out the festival. We're here with the people responsible for this whole entire festival. We're here with Chris, Jason, and Nolan, and I wanted to ask you guys how this all came about.
Well, I guess it started with me and Jason where we wanted to pretty much do a festival. There's a lot of festivals that don't really connect with local filmmakers. And
I can understand with that.
So we wanted to do something where we can show a lot of films from around the world, which, yes, a lot of people are doing, but we also want to make sure there's a home for local filmmakers, and not just screening local filmmakers, but connecting with local filmmakers, trying to get involved. All three of us are filmmakers ourselves, so we feel like it's really important to kind of touch base. And when we mean like local and independent, we mean real local and independent. There's some other festivals that won't be named that kind of say they're independent, but they're about $7 million films that are a sister studio of a major studio. And it's not really independent. So we try to just basically, you know, and then with Nolan coming along with us, we're just pretty much all three of us together decided, let's just...
Exit 7A?
That's where I'm getting on. You can hop in if you want.
Last question. Do you have a girlfriend?
Yes, sir.
Engaged, I think.
Yes, sir, that's right. How did you...
And where's she from?
Kentucky, like me. That's where we met.
Ah, Kentucky. The bluegrass state. Birthplace of Abe Lincoln and Ashley Judd.
Now, how did you guys actually meet to make this happen? Like, are you all friends outside of the...
we were friends. I met Chris probably about 6 or 7 years ago, and through Chris I met Nolan, and then we worked on different projects. Some films that Chris did, and Nolan's worked with me on several projects.
Katie.
Coffee and cherry pie, right?
Yeah, right. Listen, I've been driving around in circles ever since I left the diner. Do you think you can help me out?
Where are you trying to go?
Oceanside Tavern?
Oh, it's like 3 minutes from my house.
Really?
Yeah, it's not far. It's just a little confusing if you don't know the area. Should have taken the main roads instead of the back ones.
You're not walking home right now, are you?
Unfortunately.
Well, if you don't mind showing me how to get there, I don't mind dropping you off at your place.
All right.
What are you looking to get out of this? What is your goal with this festival?
Really, we'd like to be able to just, you know, get to a point where we're breaking, like, you know, future filmmakers, and we're really kind of giving them, you know, the basis where they can kind of launch.
So you're hoping to get like the next George Lucas's start, or at least some running space.
Yeah.
Right.
That too, along with just helping kids along the way, just continue to help them make films. It's not, you know, it's really, really hard in the independent film scene. A lot of people like to act like they're the George Lucas and they don't need anyone, but the reality is, till you make it that big break, you need everyone, and you need to be a community.
Absolutely.
And so it's basically trying to fill that kind of community feel.
And how do you suppose we're going to see about that?
I'm gonna pull that knife out of your hand. And when I find the card that you got palmed in it, which I believe to be the Jack of Clubs, I'm gonna shoot you in the face.
The Jack of Clubs?
Yeah.
The Jack of Clubs was on the flop.
What?
The Jack of Clubs was face up on the table. You're not making any sense.
Now, come on, let's get this over with.
Wait. Now, as ridiculous as this sounds, given our current situation, we're friends, man. And we've been friends for a really long time.
Friends don't cheat each other, Gray.
No, I agree. I've never cheated you, Foster.
Well, let's see about that.
Wait! Before you do this, I just want you to weigh in your mind the feeling of satisfaction that you'll feel if you're right against the feeling of remorse that you'll feel when you realize that you're wrong.
And I'm going to tell you everything I know about the art of meeting, courting, and seducing them. Okay? Let's go. Now, clothes maketh or unmaketh the man. What were you thinking when you put that on this morning? That you were going to spend the day in the sandpit? The finer the threads, the more inclined the ladies are to tear them off. We'll take the best you've got. So it's not just about the clothes, but it's about the way you carry yourself as well. You want to look calm and in control in all situations, but you also want to be a little bit playful. So, you know, go for an expression where you're suppressing mild amusement, but you don't want to overdo it. You want to be dignified at all times. Damn it, son, are you not listening to a word I say? Now, meeting the right person is really all about spending enough time in the right places. So we're going to a new preschool today, one in a higher socio-economic suburb.
What kind of a turnout are you hoping to get or have had?
Well, I mean, definitely, this is just the start of the festival. We're definitely, for our closing night at the Brattle in Harvard Square, we're hoping for a really big turnout. We have a lot of New England filmmakers, and for some of the documentaries that we have this year, documentaries are kind of some of the best of the films we have.
Right.
And several of those we've already gotten good as far as advance ticket sales have already been pretty good.
That's awesome. And so the doors are actually opening probably as we speak.
Yeah.
So I will let you guys get to work.
Look, I may not be Father Perotta, but I'm a good listener. You know, it's funny, Morris. A girl came in just last month with her father. They were praying for the girl's sick mother. And the girl asked me a question. She said, Father, when you do the sign of the cross, are you dialing God's hotline? And I thought, how cute. I thought about it a bit more and I thought, what a clever little girl. She's right, you know.
That got scary because as he sent out resumes, not one person ever sent anything back, and all we could figure out was his age.
Ageism is alive and well. It is absolutely alive and well. It's more subtle than it used to be because it's very actionable if you can catch people at it.
You know, people don't want to hire people that are older. It's just pretty much that simple.
I think one of the most important things that older workers can emphasize and need to bring the evidence to the table is that they continue to be invested in learning, keeping skills up to date.
I went back to school, got an associate degree, which I thought would help on the resume. Applied science, fiber optic technology, I thought that was the wave of the future, but come to find out that all the jobs that I was qualified for were out west, really didn't pay what I thought it was going to pay.
Then that's when I decided that to return to school and work on obtaining my paralegal certificate, and then with that and with my associates and with my experience, then maybe that will give me a better shot at securing a full-time position.
We're here with the people behind the last film of the evening, Set for Life. I'm with Samuel Newman and Susan Saprell. And it was a fantastic film. It's a documentary on the current recession, the people affected by it. And I wanted to know, I wanted to hit a couple of key issues. What was the toughest part of going into this film?
You answer that one.
Please.
Well, the project sort of evolved over the course of the whole thing. It took us over 2.5 years to do it. But I would say that over the course of the whole thing, the most difficult thing was just kind of keeping up with it, to keep going back and interviewing all these people who are going through an extremely sort of difficult part of their lives, and to sort of be there with them in these particularly tough times and keep a game face and not, you know, it's so tempting to just kind of reach out and do what you can to help, but as filmmakers we have to stay sort of, you know, reserved and objective, and I'd say that was quite difficult for me.
Exactly. I'd like to know, how did you find these people for this film? Because obviously they had some really sad stories, and some bounced back and a few didn't. Not that I'm trying to spoil the film, but it's not all happy endings.
Well, we interviewed 100 people for the underlying multimedia online project, Over 50 and Out of Work.
Yes.
And we concentrated our video interviews in the states that had the highest rates of unemployment. So at the time, which was between 2010 and early 2012, that was California, Michigan, Florida, Rhode Island, Nevada. But we also went to the states that had the next highest levels of unemployment. And I found our interviewees through a wide variety of sources, through state workforce development offices, through job support networking groups, through unions. As our project gathered steam, some people wrote or emailed us and asked if they could be part of the project. And sometimes I recruited people right off the floor in an unemployment office.
So you did a lot of research on that alone.
Yes.
That must have been very heartbreaking to see so many people actually come out for this film. It just shows you really how bad our economy, the shape our economy's in right now.
Yeah.
To see other people actually flock out for a film like this.
And was laid off in June of 2009. So I've been out for just about 14 months.
Where do you see this film going from here? Because it does have a really powerful message, and I think everybody can relate to it in some way. So.
Well, we hope a lot for the film. We've applied to a number of film festivals, and we've been accepted to a few, and we have many more to hear from in the weeks to come. We're going to Louisville's International Festival of Film October 4th through 7th, and they gave us a Saturday night slot at 7 p.m. So we hope this is just the beginning of things to come.
I hope so. I wish you both the best of luck. The film is brilliant. We just saw it, and it really, I enjoyed it very much. And I wish nothing but the best for both of you.
Thank you very much.
Continued success, and thank you for being with us tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you.
As you can see, we had a wonderful night. Many genre of films, a wide selection of diversity, every possible length of film, everything from 5 minutes to full-length features was shown tonight. I want to thank everybody that made it possible for us to be here, the Massachusetts Independent Film Festival, all the people we interviewed, all the filmmakers that were involved in making this evening a success, and hopefully we'll see you all at the next one next year. So for Unregular Radio, I am Ashley Bottoms. Have a great night. Bye.